Howdy boys, girls, cats, and squirrels. So close to us, on the YouTube channel. We are back, and I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you guys for all the get well wishes in the comments from last week, as well as everyone that has checked out the live streams on the YouTube channel here. The feedback and the amount of people that I get to interact with is just amazing. So yeah, if you guys are around and you have free time, stop in and say hey. A lot changes in a year. Your friends, work, the world we live in. You never really know what is around the corner. That's what makes life so exciting. But we constantly live in the moment and we build to the future. Sometimes it's nice to take a look into the past. So what I did is play Black Ops 2 for the first time in 3 years. Hopping onto Black Ops 2 was just a surge of nostalgia and amazing memories, and it just instantly brought me back to 2012. Black Ops 2 is without a doubt the game that you heard about me. And I released a video last week talking about how Black Ops 4 was probably the last Call of Duty I'll ever buy. Many people commented and were disappointed and also mentioned, well, what about the remastered versions? And I got to thinking like, well, okay, maybe Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is not my last Call of Duty that I'll ever buy, but as far as like the future of Call of Duty, that's the last one that I'll probably buy in a series. If they release a remastered version of Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops 2, yeah, maybe I'll pick it up. What it also made me think about, everybody that was commenting were like, oh, I'm gonna miss Call of Duty and miss Black Ops 2. A lot of the comments on all my videos are, I miss your Black Ops 2 videos. So it got me thinking, let's try and dust off the old Xbox 360 and put in Black Ops 2 and see how it is after all these years. So I spent about 4 hours troubleshooting how to even capture the gameplay, updating software, downloading drivers, getting infuriated with the Elgato software because I have the older Elgato and they just don't care about their customers and customer support. Having them help me might as well just been like throwing it at the wall and hoping something worked. So that's kind of what I did. So the Elgato Game Capture HD was not working with my computer. It wasn't working with Windows 10. So luckily, about a couple months ago, I bought a Cam Link, which is also made by Elgato. And that seemed to resolve the issue. The only problem is I couldn't have the Xbox 360 go through a TV and then into the Cam Link. I pretty much had to play the game through my Elgato Game Capture software. Not exactly ideal, but I wasn't really expecting much at all in the first place. So after all the problems, sweating, stress, and just frustration, I booted up the Xbox 360. That little jingle, the startup screen to the menu, I just missed the simple days. As the famous words of Drake, I was getting in my feelings. I hit to play Black Ops 2, and I was ready. Title screen that I've probably seen over 1,000 times instantly brought me back to that time. It was like the Xbox 360 was a little time machine. I was pleasantly surprised to see that over 4,000 people were online. I almost couldn't even believe it. So maybe we had a shot at some good games and be able to play some of my favorite game modes. I loaded up Team Deathmatch because that was probably my best shot at definitely getting in a game. And of course, hosting issues. Not really a surprise. I then loaded in my all-time favorite game mode. The mode that defined me, my channel, and all these memorable videos you've seen over the years. The game mode Search and Destroy. We got into one of my favorite maps. Also that has some of the greatest trolling moments I've ever had. Standoff. I was more just soaking up the experience. And the fact that I completely suck at console now, it's almost embarrassing. So once my initial excitement passed, I started to notice that it was just infested with hackers, spin botters, aim botters, and it took away the magic of just playing the game. I laughed though, it was still a good time, but it was definitely sad to see a game that I loved basically just being hackers. It was kind of a barren wasteland and a shadow of its former self. Which is expected. I mean, a game that came out 7 years now. one that I haven't even touched in 3 years, maybe even more than that. So many Call of Duties in between, so many different games coming out. The style of gaming from then to now is just so much different, especially with battle royales being so popular. It just got me thinking. I just miss those days. They just seem so much simpler. To see how many people I've inspired or had a positive experience watching my videos, I mean, it brought me back and made me think, damn, what a journey it's been and what a great time it's been. And just going back and playing Black Ops 2, it just made me realize that it's not all for nothing, and that here I am 7 years later after the game's release, and just seeing like what we've all accomplished and all the people I've met along the way and all the fans I've met along the way, and that I still enjoy making videos. And I always will. It's more than just a hobby. It's definitely a passion. So I appreciate you guys coming along for this little journey, this little story into playing Black Ops 2 for the first time in 3 years. It was definitely nice taking a look back at the game. That was a pinnacle moment of this channel, and that holds so many memories. What game do you go back to once in a while, or you think about going back to, and a game that you played and you have endless memories? It kind of actually made me more intrigued to try the remastered versions, or just to boot up another old Call of Duty just to see how it looks. Maybe you're interested in that type of stuff. That'd be kind of fun, just to take a look back at what it looks like now. If you enjoyed this video, definitely drop a like. See you on the next one. Peace out. Shake 'em and bake 'em.